what you're manifesting is already real. You got that shit for real. It's happening. It's already happened, and you are designed for it. You were designed to find out that you're perfect for it. Whatever it is that you're coming into. Hermit. Nice to get the Hermit. Who's in their Hermit era? So maybe you're cocooning. It's an artist collective that I'm speaking with. Artist, psychic, creative. And I'm feeling like if you haven't got the clarity, 10 of wands. If you haven't got the clarity yet, I feel like you're about to. You're about to get really, like, very clear on an actual inspired action step, because I feel like you get hung up on that part when you go to, visualizing everything you want. You're like, bam, yes, that's it. I got it. I know exactly what I want. I can see it. I can feel it. And then the 3D reality, kind of takes a minute to catch up, and you're like, yo. And then you lose faith, pretty quickly, I'm sensing. I just wanted to point out that he's holding a wand. That's nice. So you haven't had clarity yet, and you lose faith, and you're back to step one, into, despair, and then asking for everything you want, not really believing that you have it already. But now this time is different. Like this time you're asking, I'm getting like you're asking the right questions. You're asking the right questions so that you get the right answers, if that makes sense. And then you're realizing that it's all about love. It's like you are love. Like you struggle with the concept of self-love. Yeah, let me sit with that one. You developed a protective identity that that was so focused on self-rejection. And that identity in and of itself is falling away pretty quickly. And, and you're coming into the new identity, but it's really an original identity, like an original updated identity. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, my daughter walked in. I don't know what I was saying. I think I was saying something about self-love. Oh, yeah. These two cards are showing that you developed a personality that rejects yourself. And that's falling away. You're coming into your new identity, which is really the original you that is updated. And you're realizing that, like, you can't not love yourself because you are literally love, if that makes sense. You were trying to love yourself as if you were separate from yourself, and now you're giving to yourself. Now, even though your nervous system is kind of like, what the fuck is this? Kind of maybe still rejecting it. You're starting to realize what it's like to give to yourself moment to moment. And that's meeting your negative emotions and the stuff, the shadow shit. And I think that, let me sit with that. I think you're realizing that you have, even though you are already creative now, and you're talented now, you're realizing that you have like a lot more talent. Like you're about to manifest a lot more talent. You know what I mean? Just like instant knowledge or instant understanding of your craft. You're about to level up there. And I feel like you're just about to be putting out some amazing art. And you kind of had to be broken open a little bit to realize what it's like to see yourself with love, meet yourself with love for every emotion, even the negative ones, even the ones that used to trigger you back into the cycle of whatever, self-sabotage, self-rejection, back a step backward. But now that you've been like broken down by all the things that broke you down, Queen of Pentacles, you know that when these negative emotions come up, that means they're already on their way out, and there's no need to chase them away or to argue with them. Just give them your presence, give them your attention, even though it's an echo of an identity that may be being shed. It's still a part of you. And you meet that with love, right? Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. Very feminine. Very feminine. I'm feeling that there are masculine people in this collective that are coming to a peaceful place with their feminine side. They're not waging war with their feminine on the inside anymore. And that's really beautiful, because a lot of these masculine types, men, I mean, masculine, I feel like it's a masculine thing to kind of deny the grief, especially, and have the skip grief and go into rage. But the grief is like a huge portal. It's a really important portal. And you can think of it like exercise, if that makes sense. You just have to loosen your grip on it. That's the whole thing. You have to let it soothe you. You let the river flow over you for a little bit. And think of it like exercise. Like every time you do that, you grow a little bit bigger, a bigger container of love for you. Because imagine if you had like all your dreams, all your physical manifestations, boom. It's all, you woke up tomorrow and everything is the way you wish it was. You would still have a lingering grief from whatever you hadn't processed before. So there's nothing that you can do to really skip that step. Or I guess they call it spiritual bypassing or something like that. And I'm thinking like maybe I'm going to pull a bonus card. You're neurodivergent. Your nervous system is different. You require more solitude anyway. You require more recovery. I'm glad I pulled that. I pulled the Magician. But this is like your magic, right? This is, I guess if you're like masculine, new to witchcraft, or maybe I'm feeling like there are some like curious masculines out here. This is meeting every single one of your emotions with presence and tenderness is magic. It clears things for you. It gets you that clarity. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the reading, that's what's going to lead to clarity for your next action step. And you're not going to be burnt out either. You're not going to be like brute forcing it either. And don't worry, you'll still get, physical exercise too. It's not going to decimate you, if that makes sense. Okay. I think that's all for tonight. I love you. Thank you.